I wanted to create this video to help you guys out who are filming with your iPhones to get a little bit more quality from filming yourself and filming content for your website. So the first thing you want to do is actually turn the camera horizontally. I would never film it in vertical or portrait mode. I would always do landscape mode, so that way it just looks the most pleasing and the most natural to our eyes. So if your ultimate goal is IG stories or Facebook stories, then sure, go ahead and shoot in portrait, but for the most part, I would definitely recommend shooting horizontally or in landscape mode. Press and hold the middle button on your subject. This will allow you to maintain focus and will lock in the settings that you've got at that time. So instead of filming with your phone and moving it around to try and capture the subject, I'd always just keep it as steady as possible. Press the center where the subject is in the frame, and that way you'll lock in your settings. What you can do too is once the little yellow box pops up, you can adjust the sun up or down, and this will give you a little bit more manual control over your image and will look a little bit more natural instead of a constant change in exposure and focus. With the camera that's built in, it's super high quality, but unfortunately the microphones just don't keep up with the image quality that you get on your phone. I'd recommend just investing a little bit of money into a microphone that you can plug into your phone and get a little higher quality stereo audio from that. Rode offers a really nice option that I'll link below. There are a few third-party apps that you can download for your phone that will give you more manual control over your image, such as shutter speed and white balance. And these are really useful if you're filming with an iPhone a lot. I definitely recommend taking a look at them, see if they work out for you, and just play around with them. They may seem a little complicated at first, but they're really not. They just give you more options to control your image quality from your phone and will give you a more professional looking image to work with in editing. You can either edit on your phone, or if you want, you can edit on your computer. There is a free program called DaVinci Resolve Lite. It's not the studio version, but it gives you like 90 to 95% of what the studio is able to do, and it's totally free. Plus you can edit videos in 1080p, and you have a ton of control with your color and audio. So the other thing to take a look at is buying lights. I think that you should definitely consider investing in them if you're recording a lot and you're recording in the same space. So if you're filming at your office and you're not moving around a lot, such as me here, then I would definitely look into lights because they're going to help fill in the face and will help up the level of the quality that you're getting from your phone. But if you're someone who's walking around a lot and you're filming yourself talking to the camera, lighting may not be an option. There are a few that you can put right on your phone, but I definitely don't recommend that because they're just too small and they don't output enough power for you, so they don't really make a difference and they just bulk up the camera. And I would just keep this setup as simple as possible if you can when you're filming with the phone. Another way to really level up the game is to get a little tripod and a stand for your phone, so that way it's always kept flat and straight. That way you're not just holding it at a weird angle by you. You can actually see the phone and see you in the picture, and will just stabilize the footage completely when you've got a tripod for your phone. You can also set up the phone a little bit further away from you versus just arm's length, but you will have to speak a bit louder because when you start putting the phone that far away from you, the audio is just going to deteriorate really fast. So I would definitely recommend getting a stabilized option, but keep in mind the audio when you're recording yourself. One of the most important things you can do for having high quality iPhone footage is to plan your shots out, either writing a short script and just having points that you go off of. I would not do an off-the-cuff thing unless you're really familiar with the topic, because a lot of times, most of us, even myself, I'm not really comfortable being in front of the camera. I prefer being behind the camera. And so for me, it's taken a lot of practice to get more comfortable being in front of the camera. And I think that is part of the reason why a lot of iPhone footage comes out looking more amateur than it should. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any more questions about filming with your phone. And if you need anything else regarding filming or video, just head to my website. It's www.oakmediahouse.com. And as always, I really appreciate you watching this, and thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video.